Hi everyone, my name's Monica Verdine. I am the library teacher at Fairview Elementary, and I just wanted to share some of the things that we're doing over at Fairview since I am at home with remote learning. And so our students aren't able to use the library at all. And so this is my lesson plan that I send to our students weekly, kindergarten through fifth grade. This particular lesson is structured for our third through fifth grade with inclusion of our special education class. And I wanted to highlight with this particular lesson Native American Heritage Month. What I also did is I incorporated Hispanic Heritage Month and the dates that celebrated. And I went back because I wasn't able to at that time to share that with our students. So I just incorporated the two together in this lesson. At the beginning of each of my lessons, instead of just typing out the lesson plan, I like to connect with my students and do videos with all grade levels. In this particular video, I'm explaining to them the lesson. Of course, there's always a greeting with my students. I always make a connection, and they can, simply push the arrow button and hear me.
It's Miss Lee, your library teacher. It's really good to see you once again. This week, I wanted to mention to you.
So they can just push the video, listen to the video about the instructions. And then, of course, if they don't understand something as they're going along with the lesson plan, they can always go back and play the video. What I started this with, I always have story time with all the grade levels, especially my primary students. It's always story time since when they would come to the library, it was always story time. And then with my intermediate students, I would read some of the times with them, but since I'm at home, there's always a story time for them too. But instead of story time first, I wanted to share this video with the author that I'm highlighting is Juji, and she writes children's books. And I wanted to share her story with our students because I have a connection. I always like for my students to find a connection with the author of the story as myself. In this particular story, the author's kind of sharing her gratitude for a special place. I'll just play it really quick. I won't play the whole thing. Now, I use video link because anytime you're posting something from YouTube, your students can move around. They can, watch the video, but then they can also look at other things. So in video link, you can just attach the link, and it kind of, if you will, filters it, and it just shows exactly what you want that student to see.
I wish that Nancy knew how much impact it had on me. She, like many librarians I've gotten to meet, who are really my heroes, let you know that the library is for everybody. I would love to read a letter for you. Hola, Nancy. Do you remember me? I could never forget you. True, at first I might have been scared of you, guardian at your desk, and too close to the basket of baby books that my son always walked towards when we entered this unbelievable place.
So in this, I shared her story, and of course, my connection would be the library. And then the author also shows that the impact, of course, that this librarian made on her life kind of helped her be the person that she is today. And then I share the story, the actual book that she wrote. I share the story with the students that connects to the video. And again, I want to show you really quick that I attached it to video link again to filter out any pop-ups or whatever. Here, the students hear just the story. And then the third thing in our lesson today is, of course, I incorporated the two heritage months, November and September here. And in this one, there's a dance. I won't show you that, but there's a celebration dance, and then some other things in this one our students can look at, but this is my highlight, is what I wanted to do. Since I'm home, I always promoted our library's resources, especially Sora, when our students would come to the library. A lot of times they came twice. So the first time they would check out a hard copy of book, and then the second time our students would come to the library at Fairview, they would bring their Chromebooks, and I would introduce to them or promote Sora, Tumble Books, Unite for Literacy, Britannica, whatever's in there, Pebble Go. Our students are kind of empowered in those areas, but I really wanted to promote Sora because Fairview is an accelerated reading program. Our books are all leveled and they have quizzes, so this way they could, with remote learning, go home, continue to read online, still scroll down to see all of the books. They can check out the books, and then they can just, explore. I always use the word explore with my students because I want them to explore, and looking for level books, comparing their books to quizzes with star reading. So it's just a huge power pack tool that our students could use. Again, I promote Lions. Everything, the resources on there, our students are using. Our students are using for research on animals, on different cultures. They are actually using these resources, and they just love them. So again, hope you have a great day.